So are we doing this or what?
Yeah, we're doing this. As long as your wife doesn't talk in the background, which makes it awkward.
Good luck having her not talk in the background.
That's got to be like a piece of the intro. Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Do they want these to be fun videos?
Yes, they do.
Do they want more people to hear?
Ouch. She just ripped us.
Yeah,
hard.
So welcome to another Power Bourbon. And yes, the voice you just heard in the background is the woman that puts up with Brian. There is one. It's amazing. It's a miracle. Just like us finding this bottle of bourbon.
The Chuck will introduce. All right. So tonight we're going to review Dickel 15
Big
single
surprise.
barrel.
Chuck and Dickel. Who would have thought?
Wait, whoa. Hey,
Well,
Can- can we-
to
can
be
we-
honest, there were like three choices. Two of them
Wait.
probably included Dickel of some kind, like MGP Dickel barrel, which barrel is basically MGP or Dickel. So, like,
TJ,
there
can
were
we
two
get some
choices.
head-
There were two choices.
Can we get some head explosion animation?
Yes.
I think-
Are we well funded enough for that where we could get
No.
that for when Charlie chose a Dickel?
But if we get more Patreon members, we could, and we'll send you samples. And maybe this summer, I'll take some education classes so our videos look super fancy like Brian wants.
Or you can appreciate Dickel products. Maybe,
You know,
maybe some
yeah, but-
education in that fashion would be great.
Yeah.
Some
TJ,
palate appreciation.
I'm not sure education worked for you like the first 3 times you tried. Are you sure? Sure you want to go back for number 4?
I've got 5 degrees, so this would be degree number 6. And let us know in the comments below. Do you like cool animations or Dickel more? Yeah.
Dickel.
Yeah. TJ, those things your mom printed off for you, those don't count as real degrees outside of your house.
Damn it.
I don't know where we're going with that, but anyway, I'm going to bring this back to whiskey. So this single barrel, this Dickel 15 years, this is coming in at 104.6 proof. So there's a lot of Dickel 15s that you might see on the shelf. So this label that are not this high proof. So I kind of lucked out. I bought this pretty early. I was in Florida in March. Got this at a Liquor Barn, Total Wine, I think. Total Wine. Not realizing how lucky I was on the proof point. So it's like I've seen Dickel 15s a ton in my stores locally, but most of them are 80 to 90 proof, not over 100 proof. So from what we've heard thus far, over 100 proof is golden. Under 100 proof is just a little bit lacking. So let's see what these guys think of this Dickel 15 at 104 proof.
All right, so the nose. Definitely get like vanilla, charcoal. I mean, we're going to stay away from it's Dickel because, you get the mineral notes and everything like that.
Come on.
But there's a lot more to it. There's vanilla. There's some charcoal in there. It's a pleasant nose. It's got some good stuff.
I mean, honestly, with me still recovering from COVID, I'm not smelling across the entire spectrum, and all I get is the vanilla, and I'm like, man, best Dickel nose ever.
I always get this like cola caramel note.
I can go with cola.
Which maybe
I'll
that's
go
some
with
of the cola. It's just like that the pungency of a little bit of an ethanol coming through. But really nice note, especially at 104 proof.
Yeah, and then on the palate, you definitely get some of those mellow charcoal notes, but you get the vanilla, the caramel coming through. You get, I'd say, even a little bit of corn notes back there, which is kind of nice since it is a bourbon, which you don't always get.
I get this toasted sweetness. It's like a caramelized, not just a raw sugar, but this a little bit of a dark fruit plus toasted brown sugar note.
Mm-hmm.
Like it kind of has like that dessert baked in the oven type of feel to it.
Yeah,
I feel like
definitely like I'd say a dessert baked in the oven that just a little too long, so you get some of that charcoaly notes to it, like a little bit of a burnt pie crust.
that's
It's
a great way
good.
to describe it.
Yeah, It's
Yeah,
good.
if you're that person that loves that
Say
little
like that.
slightly singed part of the crust, this is for you.
Let's go ahead and rate this. On the nose, I think it is a delightful nose. I do get a little bit of that trademark Dickel minerality, but it's not overpowered by anything else. So you get a lot of the vanilla, toasted marshmallow, a lot of those wonderful flavors that, I kind of enjoy in a bourbon. So yes, the Dickel comes out and it swings it a little bit of a curveball, but we do enjoy that note. So I'm going to give it a solid 3.5.
I heard a lot of talking for just sweet and nice. 3.5.
That's what you got.
That's all I got. I have COVID, so I really have nothing to add. Conversation on notes. I get vanilla.
This is the shortest
Boom, there it is.
like we've ever heard Brian speak. So I was
Yep.
just like flabbergasted. I'm gonna go 4 on this. So at 104 proof, I challenge you to find something else that has this type of nose. I understand that the characteristic Dickel does come through. That's not off-putting to me at all. To me, it's this caramelized sweetness with a cola background. Like some of that's just the ethanol kind of coming through, but to me, that's really pleasant, and it's robust. So to me, I'm at a 4.
So, gentlemen, how do we feel about the palate on this? Well, I actually, so due to COVID right now, I get hints of things on the nose. I can taste no palate, but I do get some finish. So I'll just hear both
So you'll just
sides,
abstain
much
from the
like
palate?
Judge Judy. I will just hear both sides, and if there's a difference of opinion, I will then make a verdict based on the quality of the case you present.
Okay.
So for me, it's very much a toasted marshmallow with a little hint of char on it. It's very delightful. I'm going to go a 4.
We're in agreement.
There
I'm
we
at a 4
go.
as well. I think this palate's excellent. The sweetness combined with that toasted note, as far as like toasted sweetness, I find delightful. It continues what I think is an excellent nose, especially again, like hounding in on the 104 proof. That this is robust through both the nose and the palate. So I'm at 4.
Verdict is in. I pronounce it a 4.
Oh,
Judge
thanks,
Judy
buddy.
speaks. Can we
Yep.
call you Judy from now on?
Yep, I think so.
Only if you throw Judge on the front.
Okay, Judge Judy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, how about the finish?
I'm gonna go 4 as well. So I think that just continues, and all those notes that we get in the palate kind of carry through for me on the finish. And again, at 104 proof, this is incredible. So I'm very pleased with this Dickel 15. Now, this is the only one that I've had, but that's solid 4s across the board for me.
Yeah, and I'll piggyback off that. Like from someone recovering from COVID here, like just the texture and kind of you get a little bit of the oil in the mouth as far as the texture goes. It kind of coats your mouth well. I feel like it transitions from some of the sweets to then a little bit more spice, but by no means a large amount of spice, but a slight escalation is it kind of coats your mouth more and more. That's very pleasant. And from what I can taste of this, I would have no issue giving the finish on this something around the 4 range.
And my vote doesn't matter, but I would have knocked this down to about a 3.5 just because it's
You can convince me. You can convince me, sir.
There's not a lot
I'm
to
for
it.
sale. If you give
Yeah.
me a 4 Roses barrel strength, I will move to 3.5. This is basically what Brian's saying.
Basically what I'm hearing. It's got some depth to it, but it doesn't have a bunch. I was looking for a little bit more spice and notes. To me, it's one of those that it's a 1, maybe 2 note finish. And usually I rate those about 3.5. So I'm going to put it at a 3.5. So, but I mean, overall at the end, are you gonna buy it? Are you gonna hunt it? Are you gonna just buy it at the bar? I'm not gonna lie. Every time I go to the liquor store and I see a Dickel 15, I instantly check the proof to see if it is over 100 proof. And the moment I see one, I'm gonna buy one because I know they're good. They're probably some of the best Dickel products you can buy out there, short of like Barrel 15 for $200 some dollars. And this is right around 60 to 70 tops. So yeah, I mean, I hunt it, but I don't really hunt it type of thing. It's a definite buy for me.
Yeah. I think at that price point, this, again, from what I can taste of this, it seems very pleasant. This is a buy, but same caveat as before. If the proof is high enough, 100 plus, I think you're just going to get more out of it than you will at the lower proofs. So hunting, finding it to proof, like, just is going to be, I think, a tedious process to truly hunt versus, hey, I have the time to just casually check because I'm in the store anyway. I'd buy it. But I don't think I would go to the effort to really seek it out.
So I'm at a hunt on this. I love aged Dickel products. So Pursuit has done some Bird Pursuit has done some picks in the past that have been aged Dickel products, single barrels that were interestingly like higher proof than a lot of these single barrel release directly from the Dickel brand, which I'm perplexed by personally. But Pursuit 32 was in my top 5 whiskeys of 2020, and so I enjoy the Dickel profile. I think it brings a lot from just the nose through the palate. So this one, honestly, at 104 proof, to me, like, brings all of those things, maybe in a subdued fashion. I did blind this off in comparison to some other 15-year products outside of Dickel, so Knob Creek, also along with some other Dickel products, and this hung in extremely well in the blind. So this came in at number 2. So for me, that kind of like cemented it's like as good as what we thought it was.
Yeah.
So to me, this is a hunt. Again, like, I haven't had a lot of these barrel or the Dickel 15s below 100 proof, so it's hard for me to extend that recommendation. But for sure, if you see anything above 100 proof or around that 104 proof, I'd be at a buy.
So there you go. Which, again, we're going to caveat this with, and it's fair for you guys who are watching us, that if you absolutely hate the Dickel profile, don't buy this bottle.
It's a Dickel product. Like, right. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even like if you see it at the 104 proof. Like, if you generally don't like Dickel, just don't. Like, I mean, maybe like if you want to like training wheel yourself in, like maybe go Dickel bottle and bond, drink some of that for a while, open yourself up to some Dickel before you go there. But yeah, if you don't like Dickel at all, just no.
Yeah. But if you enjoy the Dickel notes and you've had the Dickel bottle and bond and you're looking to like go to the next level, this is a great one to go. Probably go this before you go, like, I don't know, Barrel 15 or Resilient 14 or something like that. It's a good step up. But, overall, it's a really good bourbon. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Stay neat.
Power of bourbon.